Hi, I'm Mary Catherine with Dripping Springs Orchids, and thank you for joining me today. This video is about having too much water in your yard or in your garden by either rain or drainage. And this year, in 2020, the whole country has been pretty heavily rained on in some parts. So if you're in that part, then this video should help you at least figure out how to create an environment where your water goes where you want it. So I hope you enjoy it. I want to talk a little bit today about having too much water in your garden. We have had hurricanes and some serious storms here this month in August and July, so the soil was already really damp when we had our last hurricane, which was not even a week ago. And it dumped that week. Last week we got 5 inches of rain, and normally we get that in the whole month of August. And it's not even mid-August yet. So too much water is just as damaging to a garden as not enough. It'll split melons and tomatoes, and it'll rot things. Of course, that's what water does. It helps break things down. So when I have too much water, I normally rely on my Oyas because they will decrease the water table around, 18 to 24 inches out. So if you don't put anything in them, any water in them, then they'll accept the water around it. You can have a little bit of water in them, but you don't want to fill them up because there's no place for the water to go. It's a ditch underground, right? Well, that wasn't enough, knowing we had so much water coming. And I had sort of started ditching my garden because I have wiregrass and it just completely takes over my garden. But when I saw the storm coming and the rain was so heavy, I decided to ditch my entire garden. And yes, it is a little bit of work. I won't say that it isn't. It's a good workout. If anyone is missing going to the gym, this is the place to do it. And it saved me, because I came out after the hurricane and there was at least an inch and a half of water in this ditch. And I didn't have no splitting of tomatoes or melons or anything. Now here's the sod I picked up. There's another part of my yard that has washed away from the storm, and I'm going to put this sod to help replace that. And I have tomato plants that have not split. These tomato plants got beaten up by the first two storms, knocked them over and uprooted them, so they're just surviving here. But we have plenty of other things that are growing, and I have melons and cantaloupe, and I have, pumpkins, all kinds of things. So none of them have split. My tomatoes are at a very low split level, and when I say that, I mean, of all the tomatoes I've harvested this season, I bet I haven't had a dozen split. And that's including my cherry tomatoes. And you know how cherry tomatoes are. I do pick them every day, but still, it's pretty amazing. So if you have a problem with too much water, then I suggest you ditch your garden. And it's also an easy way to maintain weeds. So happy ditching and happy gardening.